Today I'm working on the supercharged diesel-powered mini bike. What I'm going to try to accomplish today is try to get some more fuel out of this little motor. So one of the first things we're going to try is take this injector apart and see if there's any shims in there. What we're going to try to do is lower off the pop-off pressure. If we do that, it'll allow more fuel to go into the cylinder. So first thing we're going to take off is the fuel injector line. And then there's 2 bolts on top of the injector that holds it down. So this is the fuel injector out of the little motor, and we're going to start taking it apart. If you're not sure what we're doing, that's okay. I don't have a clue either. So this is the injector all taken apart, and it actually is a lot different than I thought it was going to look like. It doesn't actually use shims, but instead it has an adjusting screw. But this, I don't know if it already came loose because this was already almost all the way backed out. So unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be able to mess with the injector too much. This is the needle where it pops off of, and then it sits right in there. That's the hole. So it doesn't look like it's a normal fuel injector. So I'm not too sure. All right, so I got the injector all put back together. That top screw, I have it unscrewed as much as I can while still having some pressure. So I'm gonna put it back together and see how it runs. Okay, so I've learned some things. All right, so I started off with having a very low pop-off pressure, and it ran absolutely terrible. So I added a full turn to it, and now it's back to running how it was, maybe a little bit better. So I'm gonna add another turn to the top of that fuel injector and see what happens. All right, so there's definitely tunability up inside of here where that screw is. So a full turn was too much. I actually had a lot less smoke, and it didn't have a lot of power. I took a half turn out of it, and now it seems to be running, I'm gonna say just a hair bit better than it ever has. And that's only by, my seat of the pants feeling. I don't really know because I don't really have a dyno on hand here. But now we're gonna go down. I'm gonna take the fuel injecting pump out, and we're gonna take that apart and see how that works. And naturally, being a diesel, it leaks frickin' everywhere. Oh well. So this is the inside of the diesel motor. Right over here is the fuel injection pump, and this is the governor. We're probably gonna take that apart, and I wanna drill some of these weights apart to give it some less weight, so maybe it'll help it spin up some RPM, but I can't get rid of the governor due to the fact that it relies on it as the springback for the injection pump, this whole arm. Another thing you can do with this motor, if you take this arm, it hits the cam. So if you grind it against this arm close to the cam, you can get a lot more throw into that injection pump. But we're going to take that apart, and we're going to see if we can't get some even more out of it. I might even end up taking this cam out, and I might just grind it myself and see if I can't get some more lift out of it. Same thing on the lobes, and I'm going to try to get some valve springs. I might just order some for a Honda. Now even more confused than when I started. So this injector, the pump, doesn't even work like a normal injection pump. So my assumption is that it slides, well it does, this part slides into here, and it opens up right around that hole. And I'm assuming, depending on where this is where it allows the fuel. So I'm wondering if I can modify it right in those slots. Maybe if I add some up in this area, probably. I'll have to look. From what I can tell, the part of injection is actually on this area right here, right before that ramp is. Because once this ramp goes past this hole, I'm assuming it bleeds off the pressure. So this way would be shut off, so it would probably be right around there, or maybe even opened up. And then once that goes, that's your injection, and as you turn it, it gets more and more. Now this can only turn so much this way because then it hits the cam. So what I'm thinking is I might try to heat this up and turn it on this shaft a little bit and see if I can't get it to go, instead of being here, it would sit over here more. Maybe, no, it instead of sitting like here, it would sit like here. like that. So then when you go full throttle, you get more fuel. I might be able to get enough where we could just get the whole thing apart or closed right off. I don't know. So that's exactly what I did. I went over to the other shop. I heated this up real good and turned it because it's pressed on this shaft, is my assumption. But we got it turned a little bit more. Before it was like in this area. So it's probably about 5-10 degrees. All right, so I have it all put back together. I'm going to give a quick example of what I mean of what I've done. So before, at idle, I think it was sitting about here, and that would be idle on the machine, and then full throttle would be like here. So it really never had a lot to go by. Now I'm hoping idle ends up being right around here if I've done everything right, and then now I got all of that. So that's a ton of more fuel for this thing. So let's put it back together and see how she runs. All right, so now it's back together. Right there used to be the old idle. Now I'm hoping the idle should be around here, maybe here. We're about to find out. And now we got, so if this is idle, now we got, that is so much more than just having that right there. All right, let's get this together. All right, so I'm about ready to start it. I'm a little scared on how this might go. I'm not sure if it's going to end up running away. I hope not. Maybe it's still got air. Come on. First impressions is it's a heck of a lot smokier now. There's definitely more fuel. Let me see if I can't get any drive-bys. It definitely now has a ton of more power, but I'm starting to think that it might need a little bit of boost. So I'm thinking I might steal the turbo off the turbinator. It's just, I can't get this thing to run right at all, no matter what I do. I play with it and I play with it and it just, so I'm done with it. It's just gonna be, I'm just gonna throw a carburetor on it. But I'm gonna take the turbo and I think we're gonna put it right there and then put it into the supercharger. Or I might take the supercharger off and try it with just the turbo first, because even though a supercharger is cool, it sounds cool, it does take away some of the power that the motor makes, and it don't really make a lot to begin with. And then honestly, I might be able to utilize this supercharger in a different project.